Based on the alleged globe circumference of about 25,000 miles, the Earth must curve away from you at 8 inches per mile squared. The formula is simple and accurate over all visible distances and has been proven by engineering software. At just 10 miles, there should be a measurable curvature drop of 67 feet, 20 miles, 267 feet, 60 miles, 2,400 feet. To calculate what amount should be hidden behind the alleged globe bulge, you can use an online calculator like this one. We can prove that this curvature does not exist. For example, in this video, I filmed the opposite shore 21.03 miles away. You can see both the laser source and its reflection on the water. That laser in the opposite shore should have been between 218 to 223 feet below the globe horizon. No curvature is present. At a different lake in freezing conditions, the source of this distant laser should have been 168 feet below the curvature. No curvature is present.
Hey, I'm here to call out Joe Rogan for talking crap about me and talking crap about my mama. He's been doing it for too long. Me and my mama will tell you right now this earth is flat. It ain't moving around at no 600-something thousand miles an hour, spinning 1,000 miles an hour, and floating through the universe constantly, okay? This earth is flat, it's fixed, and the stars and stuff rotate around us. The sun rotates around us, okay? And I can prove that. I would love to debate you, Joe Rogan, because I'm tired of you making fun of flat earthers. And if you're so confident, come on and debate me, buddy, because I'm tired of this crap you're posting. You want to post a video today about a mathematician that says the universe is local, but it ain't real. What does that even mean? That's a bunch of mumbo-jumbo crap, brother. And the guy is holding a trident in the picture. And y'all think I'm crazy for thinking that this is a religious thing. He's holding a trident, a symbol of the devil. They're trying to feed you these lies to make you think that science is right and that God didn't create this universe, the Big Bang did. Okay, I used to be an atheist because I used to believe that this universe was created by the Big Bang. I used to believe all that crap from Neil deGrasse Tyson, okay? And I'm just so sick and tired of hearing your crap, Joe, about flat earthers being stupid. Boy, I'll smoke you in a debate. I will smoke you, and there ain't nothing you can do beat me in a debate, brother, because you ain't got no proof. Gravity ain't real, it's density. This paper, when it drops, it's because it's more dense than the air around it, not because of some magical thing called gravity. There is no proof of gravity, brother. There's only proof of density. That's why hot air balloons float, because of hot air being less dense, okay? Not because a hot air balloon is an anti-gravitational device. And I will debate you right to your face, and I'm tired of this crap that you're posting. I'm tired of you making fun of flat earthers, because you got one right here that will bring it to you. And I know you won't accept this challenge. Actually, no, I don't know. But I bet you won't. I bet you'll sissy out. And that crap you're posting, it's leading people away from the Holy Spirit. This universe wasn't created from no Big Bang. I don't care what Neil deGrasse Tyson says. And we didn't land on the moon. And Neil deGrasse Tyson knows we didn't land on the moon. He's lying about it too. Okay? All these people are lying, brother. And all you're doing is leading people away from the Spirit. When you understand that God created this universe, then you'll understand that there's no need for all this Big Bang and this and that, and it's all a bunch of crap. That's why the stars, the Little Dipper and the Big Dipper, are in the same position they've always been in, because the universe ain't constantly expanding.
Here is the Gleason's map of the world, which is a flat earth map from the 1800s. That's right. They had flat earth maps being made in the 1800s. And one of the questions that a lot of people have in their mind when they first hear about flat earth is, well, doesn't the water fall off the edges? Job chapter 26 verse 10 says, He hath compassed the waters with bounds until the day and night come to an end. So let's look up those two words, compassed and bounds. And here it is, the word compass means to go around something in a circular course. And here's the word bounds, a limiting line, boundary. Usually bounds a borderland, the land within certain bounds. And as you can see here, this is the ice wall that is in the Gleason's map surrounding the waters. Just like Job 26:10 says, you can just Google ice wall or sky view of the ice wall. That is what compasses the water. We also know from the Bible that the earth is stationary and fixed in its place. It's not moving. It's the stars and the sun and the moon that move above us. As far as what it's fixed upon, what holds everything up, it's God's power. Like Ecclesiastes chapter 3 verse 11 says, we can't know everything about creation, but we can know some things. We can't know everything, but we can know some things. And those things that we can know are testable. You can test that the earth is not moving. You can test that the earth is not a ball. But there are some things that we do not know, and that is what Ecclesiastes 3:11 says. We have verses that tell us that the earth is stationary and fixed in its place. We have verses that tell us that it is the sun and the moon and the stars that rotate around the top of the earth. And we have verses that tell us that earth is a circle and not a ball. Why does the Bible say that the earth has four corners as well as it is a circle? It is because of this. That is what we are in or on. And isn't it funny that the Illuminati card game that was put out in 1995, discontinued in 1995, has that on the card, the flat earth card, with earth having four corners. This is all biblical, and this is the NASA card that the Illuminati puts out, showing that NASA and their videos are made in a Hollywood basement, just like the Red Hot Chili Peppers say.
Space may be the final frontier, but it's made in a Hollywood basement.
Have you ever dreamed of going up to outer space? Or maybe meeting other beings from another place? Have you ever wondered what it's like on other planets? Then you watch a science show and come to believe you understand it? You feel empowered by the knowledge and you feel enlightened, listening to Bill Nye and Neil deGrasse Tyson. But then you wake up and you start to see the obvious. Life is just a lie and this whole world ain't what we thought it was. NASA's missions to the moon were never completed. They just filmed them in a room and people believe it. I used to wonder what it's like to be an astronaut. Now when I see them acting, I can't help but to laugh a lot. They give us cartoons and they claim that we live on a ball, but it's flat and it's not moving or spinning at all. Why you lying to us, man? That's something that we want to know. After that, you're gonna have to pack up all your stuff and go.
Space may be the final frontier, but it's made in a Hollywood basement. Space may be the final frontier, but it's made in a Hollywood basement. Space may be the final frontier, but it's made in a Hollywood basement. Space may be the final frontier, but it's made in a Hollywood basement.
History has been rewritten by winners of wars. The Jesuit order, Khazars, Freemasons, and more. They pulled the veil over our eyes, and it's time to awaken. Through organized indoctrination, our minds have been taken. It's time we take our power back and we rescue our people. The Vatican and the bankers are like Resident Evil. They may have had the greatest plan that was ever concocted, but Illuminati never thought that they'd ever be spotted. They're manufacturing reality all in our heads. They tell us if the earth is flat, then we'll fall off the edge. But if it is a spinning ball, we won't fall off it then. And gravity is our imaginary magic friend. Why is water always flat when unmanipulated? Why are pictures of the earth computer generated? Why you lying to us, man? That's something that we want to know. After that, you're gonna have to pack up all your stuff and go.
Space may be the final frontier, but it's made in a Hollywood basement.
All right, Sarah, you talked to 100 men. What would you do if your beautiful date told you the earth was flat?
I hope he'd agree with me.
Agree with her. I would.
Steve Harvey says, I would, because he knows. But look at this. It was the first answer, the greatest answer. And look at what it says. Agree so smart. They're saying that the person that agrees that the earth is flat is so smart. Like I said, they tell you the truth in plain sight. They put it all in front of your faces, but they count on you not to get it. Also, like I said before, this is part of the Genesis chapter 3 account of knowing good and evil from the fruit of the tree of knowledge, is knowing it and controlling it. They know the truth and they tell you lies mostly, but they put the truth so it looks like fiction. So they're telling you, but they're not really telling you. They'll tell you some truth in school, like you're reading, writing arithmetic, but they'll tell you that you're on a ball flying through space and that you evolved from a monkey. So they control the knowledge of good and evil. That's why they control the school systems, the curriculum. Also, in all facets of the information of this world, politics and entertainment, they control what goes out, what comes in. That's why 2 Corinthians 4:4 says that Satan, the adversary, that's what Satan means, is the god of this world, small g. The god of this world means the magistrate of this world, the prince of the power of the air. That is what Satan is called. We have airwaves going through the air, giving you information. Things that people say go through the airwaves. They control the knowledge of good and evil on this earth. They believe that they have that right, and that goes even deeper than that, and I don't have time to get into that, but I wanted to show you right here that on Steve Harvey it says that the person who agrees that Earth is flat, number one answer is so smart. When you read about the wrath of God, it's not always talking about fire and brimstone coming down from heaven. So this wrath of God in Romans chapter 1 is the same thing that the Apostle Paul is talking about when he talks about perilous times. And it's not any physical damage God doing to somebody. It's spiritual damage from God giving them up to their own lusts. And that's what the wrath of God is in these contexts. For the wrath of God is revealed from heaven against all ungodliness and unrighteousness of men who hold the truth in unrighteousness. Because that which may be known of God is manifest in them, for God has showed it unto them. For the invisible things of him from the creation of the world are clearly seen, being understood by the things that are made, even his eternal power and Godhead, so that they are without excuse. So God is saying, just by creation, anybody and everybody can tell that there is a God. Then it goes on to say, because that when they knew God, they glorified him not as God, neither were thankful, but became vain in their imaginations, and their foolish heart was darkened. Again, we have the word imaginations here used, the same as in the days of Noah in Genesis chapter 6, when God said that all of the imaginations of man's hearts was continually evil. And the imagination is in the heart. Therefore, your heart is truly your mind. Going on, professing themselves to be wise, they became fools. We know that the Apostle Paul writes that the wisdom of this world is foolishness with God. Interesting how Romans chapter 1 here uses professing. Don't we have something called professors, and they teach wisdom of this world? Very interesting. And changed the glory of the uncorruptible God unto an image made like to corruptible man, and to birds and four-footed beasts and creeping things. Wherefore, here it is, God also gave them up to uncleanness through the lusts of their own heart, to dishonor their own bodies between themselves, who changed the truth of God into a lie, and worshipped and served the creature more than the Creator, who is blessed forever. Amen. So we see here the wrath of God is described as God giving people up to their own uncleanness and lust. When we read in the book of Timothy, Paul talks about the exact same thing, that in the last days perilous times shall come. Genesis chapter 6, Noah talks about the exact same things. And isn't it interesting that Jesus Christ said himself, it will be just like the days of Noah at the time of his coming.
The sky is a perfect clock. The sun keeps track of the hours and the days. Wherever the sun is, it's noon, right? The sun will lap the moon every 28 days. So if I speed it up, you'll see that the sun is going to catch up to the moon. The moon, its phases and its position keep track of the weeks and the months. There used to be 13 months of 28 days, but they hijacked that from us also, right? Slow it down, turn on the stars. The stars are spinning the same way from east to west, no matter where you are on Earth. And the stars are going slightly faster than the sun, where the point where is they'll lap the sun once every 365 days. So right now, the sun is fading back into this constellation. Next month, it'll be in Capricorn. It'll fade back in there, and it'll go through all the zodiacs until it's back to where it is on this day next year, right? So the stars keep track of the the seasons and the years.